Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to get started on the SH Figuarts Buzz Lightyear from the Buzz Lightyear movie, Alpha Suit. Man. I saw the movie. I loved it, but that's just me. But more importantly, I think that this is probably one of the best engineered toys out of 2022, if not the last few years in general. It's just overall an excellent piece that screams excellent sculpting, engineering, and true to life movie capture. I think the only thing that's probably going to be able to top this right now is if the Hot Toys came out right now. But yeah, let's talk about how cool this figure is. I have a bunch of stuff like just screaming at me in the background. We have our sculpt, which looks fantastic. I need to move some stuff out of the way because it's making all sorts of weird sounds. As you can see here, we have our back of the suit, the design, the sculpting. We have bicep swivel. We have this really nice waist. This is just a fantastic toy to look at. So when you get to the parts where you're really digging into the articulation, it gets really crazy. So we have our shoulder pads, right? As you can see, this will allow us to lift our arms up with no problem. We have that rotating joint that emulates like hinges and bicep swivels for yourself. You can have crossover to the front. As far as our head articulation, it's really nice because what happens is that, got something stuck to me. It's really hot today. We can actually lift our head all the way up. We can go down. Well, we can go down for what's in the suit, right? Our waist area. And this is where it gets kind of crazy because I always pop that out. I always get a little too crazy in the ab crunch section. But our forward ab crunch is absolutely phenomenal. Like, our forward ab crunch is crazy. Even going backwards, let's take a look. You can get these for nice flight poses. This is where it gets fun because for the flight poses, you really are going to look really cool, right? To infinity and beyond, right? We have no drop down leg, but we do have a really nice articulation that goes up. We have a bicep swivel. Sorry, not bicep, a thigh swivel, excuse me. We have a double jointed legs, and we do have leg pop out that drops down and gives you excellent ankle articulation that rotates around, giving you better movement, as well as toe pivot as well. So even in our arms, which are double jointed, it gets really nice because what happens is when you want to just get your buzz in some really cool articulated movement, look at that. This is just, let's say you arm it up, you have your suit on, just really nice movement overall. I really, really like this. It's one of those things I'm really happy to have there. So we have really nice joints as well as hinges as well too. As you can see here, looking really nice. With all that being said, let's take our time to get ready to jump into the actual accessories. So let's get to it. Alright guys, now we're gonna jump into accessories. This is where you get to like the magic of it all, right? So first things first, let's say stand Buzz up in case I need to like mix and match or get things going, right? Or show off some stuff. Let's actually get Buzz in a nice position, right? I want to make sure he looks good. So now that the Buzz is all set up and looking cool, some of the things I want to go over are the alternate sculpt. So our alternate sculpt is a sculpt from when he actually puts on the flight suit pattern to protect his head and neck, obviously. You'll see it on the neck of his body. So you just pop out the whole neck and it's there. Let's actually do that so we can get a good look at it, right? So you can just pop that out. Pop this on. And now we have a different look for Buzz. Looks pretty cool. I like it. Keeps the hair. It's funny how it covers like the whole head, like it pulls the hair back, even the hairline. I never thought about that until I looked at it right now. But if you look at this sculpt here, and then you look at when it's on here, which for obvious reasons I'm gonna do it right now. It's just wild because you look at it and it takes away the hairline. So I never thought about that until just now. With that also being said, we have the lens, so the lens can go over. I have to remove these pieces. I forgot how to do it just now because I have not really had a chance to like play with my Buzz. So I'm actually going to come back to this part after I study a little bit because I actually opened up and just had some fun with it. But the lens is actually really nice because it doesn't fold or anything like that. But it's just really nice to see how it's done in clear part, which is really dope. Next up, we will have our blaster, which wraps right around the arm. Just, simple wraparound, no big deal. But it does look really, really good there as it wraps over the arm. Next up, you will have, Hands. Hands are very important. I should have pointed that out to begin with. We have our pointing hands. You'll get one set of that. You'll also get trigger slash knife holding hands for both the blaster and the knife, which I'm going to call a heat knife because I just like the way it lit up in the movie. And then we have our open palms. These are really nice. So with our heat knife, which we have here, it has a nice blue translucent. When you put light through it, it actually flows through really nice. That nice clear blue plastic. And then we can open up, because there's an opening right here. With the help of this piece, what you do is you move the back panel. You'll see an opening there, right there on the back. You can actually plug this part in. And this will be the storage for the said knife. That can just pop right on his back. It's really nicely done, and it's one of those things I just really like the look of it overall. This Buzz just looks so fantastic. Just simply posed up like this. I don't know what it is, but everything about this just looks fantastic. Next up, you'll have the blaster. The blaster also has a side holster piece. Much like Master Chief, right? Where you're going to take out the pegs right here on the sides. I actually have a nice peg. I think I semi-opened it up. I don't have nails. But just like the back piece, I can't never get them open on camera. You can actually plug this in as well on the side, and you will be able to hold the blaster. Let's actually try to just put this piece through. There we go. As you can see, it pops on very easily, but I can't get that tab open because I have no nails. But I'll show you in pictures like I always do. Right? Last but not least, we have the jetpack. I'm going to call it just a jetpack. I know what it actually is, but for those that haven't seen the movie, I don't want to say anything. So, this is it with the wings folded. You can actually just slide these tabs out, and then you will actually get two regular wings that actually just slide in the tabs appropriately. Oop, which I'm actually messing up right now on camera. Oop, and I got this one upside down. I'm tripping, y'all. Then we have our backpack. So with this, we are going to remove this back piece here, and then we are going to just attach it on the backhand side. I'm going to make sure that tab lines up. And now we have our jetpack lined up on Buzz, looking utterly fantastic. The presentation on this figure is so damn nice. I don't know what it is. I just really like everything about this figure. And it's not even a bias thing. It is a literal, it's engineered really well. It looks straight out of the movie. It gives you a lot of functions from the movie, but obviously doesn't give you everything because you don't want to have spoilers. But it just overall just looks and feels really good. It's sturdy. It's nice. I like everything about it. But with that being said, we're going to jump into size comparisons because we want to compare what it looks like next to other figures. Unfortunately, I don't have any other Toy Story stuff to compare it to, but I do have a Zurg figure from the Alpha Class line, the Mattel stuff, that I can compare Buzz to, as well as other SHF and other toy lines just for fun. So I'll see you guys in a second. So now we're going to jump into the size comparisons. And, you know, like I said, I don't have any Toy Story stuff, but I have other lines. So first thing I want to do is compare it to the Zurg figure I have that I bought in anticipation for my Alpha Class to arrive. But it turns out my Alpha Class got lost in the mail. So unfortunately, I won't have it in time to replace or show a size comparison. But here we are with the Zurg figure. As you see, Zurg is pretty big. And I think that the SHF Bugs kind of is not... Zurg should be a little bigger. But I do like the size comparison between the two. So I think it works. Next up, we're going to compare to some other lines. I think that these may work in terms of enemies for Buzz, which are the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Cogs. So I think a cog would work. Stands at a really good size. Next up, not too big, not too small. Next, we have an Action Force Scarabs. These guys are much bigger. Buzz is much smaller. Right? Then we have SHF Kamen Rider Kuga. The main man, 50 grand. Right? Let's remove these two. Next up, we'll do a G.I. Joe Outback, as I'll also be reviewing Outback soon as well too. Very excited for him. Shout out to Flex for that. Right? Then we have a Mezco Me on a Gomez body. So you can see how the Mezco kind of stacks up with it. As you can see, Buzz isn't so much smaller, but he does fit as a smaller guy within other lines, so you can pretty much have some fun with that. Next up, if you want to go a little bit larger, here's Mythic Legions. Sir Owain. As you can see, he's a little bit bigger, but he looks a little wider and buffer. But overall, like I said, if you are wanting to fit him in your Toy Story collection, great choice. If you want it to be a standalone thing, because Buzz is a space ranger and you want to have fun on alien worlds, I think this also works for you. This is a purely fun figure, and the hype about it, I think, is actually warranted. It's really good. But again, it's something you have to test out for yourself, because if you have zero interest in this, it's no reason you should pick it up, unless it's one of those things where it did pique your interest by watching my video or watching a bunch of other people who reviewed it as well, because we all think it's fun. But in the meantime, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please support all your artists and your friends and things like that. Make sure that you know that you appreciate their work and that you love them. Oh, and by the way, me and the wife were talking. She wants to do a contest for YouTube, so if you're seeing this, just know that something will come soon. She wanted to do something where you say something really nice in the comments. She's going to pick one really nice person in the comment section, and she's going to send them a prize. So, have at thee. It doesn't have to be on this video. It could be on any other video going forward on this for Buzz, whatever comes after Buzz. So, yeah. Thank you so much as always. Please, be good, do good, drink your water, guys. Later.